Hi there, this is Kevin Reviews Something Every Day for July 22nd, 2009. Today I'm going to review Annie Hall. I don't have an object for Annie Hall because I actually picked it up as a set of DVDs in a rather large collection. I do have the rather large collection here. It's United Artists 90 Years box set. I got it off woot.com. Anyway, I don't have it, so I'm going to put a picture of Annie Hall right here. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Pretend there's a poster or something there. A little bit of extra editing work for me. Anyway, one of Woody Allen's best-known films. I'd not seen it previously. Won the Best Picture award back in 1977 when it was released. One of the few comedies I'm aware of to actually win Best Dramatic Work, or Best, not Dramatic Work, they don't have a Best Dramatic Work, Best Picture Oscar from the entire history of the Oscars. I don't know in particular, but nowadays it's typically big, heavy, emotional dramas that win, whereas Annie Hall is relatively lighter fare. Certainly a film worth the effort, worth the time. I had a lot of fun watching it. Definitely a comedy. I never actually watched a Woody Allen film before this one, although I was definitely aware of his oeuvre, if that's the right word, his style, his very poor me, pitiful, very New York-centered sort of sense of comedy, very off the cuff. Woody Allen's character, Alvy, makes probably over 150 jokes in the movie. It's only 93 minutes long. And all of them are just thrown out there very off the cuff, which I think is very naturalistic, very funny, although I'm sure he spent a lot of time working on them, coming up with them, making them perfect. It is the story of a love story, although it's not told in the quote-unquote traditional dramatic, romantic comedy fare, boy meets girl, boy does something stupid, boy loses girl. It's much more naturalistic than that, in that it seems to be scenes from the life of their story, of their relationship, of the relationship between Woody Allen's character and Diane Keaton's character, the titular, Annie Hall. One of the cool things I liked about the film is that it's actually very non-realistic and not quite linear as far as how it shows bits and pieces and stuff. I mean, the movie opens with a monologue of Woody Allen talking directly to the screen, or to the audience, and there's multiple segments of things like that throughout the film. Oftentimes he'll break character in a scene to turn to the audience and just kind of say whatever things happen. One of the best parts I thought of the film was actually there was a part where the two characters were talking to each other and little subtitles popped up showing what they were thinking versus what they were actually saying. He used a few different techniques like that where what was being said wasn't really as important as what was being done or thought or heard, and I actually missed some dialogue because of the other things that were happening. A very cute sort of a funny, although there's definitely some laugh out loud moments. One question that I had to bring up to myself is if Woody Allen is actually attractive or not. I don't know, but it seems to me that in Woody Allen movies he always gets relatively attractive looking women. Diane Keaton, for example, Sigourney Weaver. He was actually on a date with Sigourney Weaver in the film. And actually, I later learned via Wikipedia that Diane Keaton and Woody Allen actually did have a relationship at one point in time, so there must be some sort of attraction there. I don't see it, but then again, he's not my type. So, something that I kind of thought of, because he ends up in bed with a number of different women over the course of the film. Ignore that. Frack. We're going to cut this. Sorry about that cut. There was some annoying background music. Sorry about that. Woody Allen is very... Sorry about the cut. There were some background noises. There's some very big things about Woody Allen. That's his neuroses, his kind of just his flow of thought. That's very evident in the film, and it's hard to think of the film as Woody Allen as a character rather than Woody Allen just being Woody Allen in the movie, which he's sort of got a reputation for. One of the things that I liked about it, I'm being very scattershot here, is the ending of the movie is told to you right at the very beginning. He says within that opening monologue that he and Annie Hall break up. That's broadcasted, but it's more about the journey, the things that these people go through during this relationship. that matters most. A couple things I didn't like about the film. There were a couple scenes where Diane Keaton was singing. Not that she's not a good singer, but it felt like it broke up the flow to me a little bit. My mind started to wander in those scenes, whereas the rest of the time, which was mostly people sitting and talking, or walking and talking, or standing and talking, kept my attention. But the singing kind of took me out of the moment a little bit. It was really a break in pace for the film. Fun little fact: a lot of little famous people who became famous later on. Like I said, Sigourney Weaver had, I think it was her first role in film as somebody that was dating, on a date with Woody Allen's character at the very end of the film. You don't even see her face very well, but I saw her name in the credits. Jeff Goldblum has one line as a guy talking on a phone at a party. Christopher Walken has a hilarious part as Annie's brother. He has just a very little bit in the movie, but it's had me rolling. And Beverly D'Angelo, who I know as Clark Griswold's wife in Christmas Vacation and the other vacation movies, was seen on a TV screen in the film Annie Hall. Overall, it was a good film. Definitely, I'd say worth the awards it won. I don't know what else it was up against for Best Picture, but it was not a bad film at all. So that is July 22nd. Kevin reviews something every day.